All right, I'm Rich.
And I'm Pam.
And this is Boggling RV Adventures. So we are heading out to the Grand Canyon, which we haven't been to in about 10 years. We actually wanted to go to Yosemite, but we couldn't find any spots. So we thought Grand Canyon sounds good. We are traveling without our dogs this time. So we've got kids in college, one's at home. So he's gonna monitor the dogs. Not so easy with the dogs in the national parks. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we are off on our journey. Should be about 8.5 hours to get there, according to the RV advisor. But we're gonna plan on stopping somewhere along the way, but we do not know where yet. So when we know, we will let you know. All right, that's it for now. All right, we've made it to BLM land, which has some free camping here, and we had a little bit of a challenge. First one we went to look at, it was a very long dirt road to get out. This one was much more accessible, though we made a wrong turn, which made it a much bigger of a challenge than it should have been. But we are out here by ourselves on a Friday night in April, and it is pretty quiet. We're actually very close to the I-40, but it's quiet nevertheless. It's I-40 and what was the Cal Baker Road. Mm-hmm. And it's just maybe half a mile off the 40?
Oh, I'd say probably a mile.
Maybe a mile, yeah.
It's very quick.
Yeah, very quick.
We actually passed it on the way down and without realizing it.
Yeah, so we passed where we were supposed to turn off here because they had some construction stuff going the other way. So we sort of blew it there, but anyway, very, very nice now that we're here. The sun is going to be setting soon. I think it's behind the clouds right now. And there is no one out here. There are some little rock fire pits that people have put here, but that's about it. It was a little challenge getting level, but not too bad. The road actually continues going out, so if you're more adventurous than us, you can keep going, and there's probably more sites over there, but this was enough adventure for us because we're just hanging out for the night. So we're doing a quick stop. We did disconnect because we couldn't get level otherwise. But and you can probably maybe see some cars going by in the 40. So there's a little bit of, there you go, seeing somebody going by up there. There is a little bit of noise, but it's pretty minimal out here. So anyway, this is our overnight stop, and we are about halfway to Grand Canyon, and we will check in again when we get there. Time to sit down and enjoy a beer and some snacks. All right, so we have successfully done a night of boondocking, and thought we would show the drive out because we didn't show the drive in here. So some not too bad, hard packed sand coming in here. We had no one visit us last night, so we were the only ones.
And that was a Friday night too.
That's a Friday night. It was April 24th. Is that right?
Yeah.
And we are now heading out to Grand Canyon. And so not a bad road going out here. So you can continue going out to the left, which we will not be doing, but it goes way the heck back there. And then coming around to the right here, that's the sign for the entrance. So this is basically, we're almost right off of, I guess you'd call that the main road. I never like these little hills. I'm always thinking somebody's going to be coming up the far side.
Yeah.
And we made quite the mistake, and we drove right past this because I think we were looking right. I don't know how we missed this, actually.
I think we thought it was going to be on the right.
Yeah.
And
what the scoop was there.
And so we drove way down there.
Yeah, there was no turnaround. So okay, and then where you see the trucks up there, that is I-40. So that's as far off we were. It seemed like we were a lot farther away than we were. Really didn't hear the traffic from I-40. The only thing we heard was people coming up and down this road, which is not a major road, but
and it wasn't busy last night.
no, so not too bad. So anyway, the only, I'd say the downside was we had some pretty strong winds last night, and I was a little concerned we were gonna get our slide topper ripped off because it was really howling and flapping. And fortunately, we parked, I think, the correct direction, so we weren't really rocking at all on the trailer. And it was just the night, basically from, I don't know, started 9 o'clock or something, and but it was really strong.
It was ripping, yeah.
I don't know if that's the norm or not. We were noticing in the mountains to the right of us, or these hills to the right of us, that look like there's some caves that you could maybe check out. So we may end up coming back here on our travel back, though we were looking at maybe doing another area called Hole in the Wall, I think it was.
Yeah.
That looked like they had some cool camping. So, but anyway, we are on our way to Grand Canyon, and I think this was about halfway from Orange County, California, to Grand Canyon where we're at here. So
So a nice pit stop.
nice pit stop. All right, we'll resume when we get to our campsite.
All right, see you in the Grand Canyon.
All right, so have you ever been in a situation where gas prices are really high and you really don't want to get gas, but your range is pretty low and the next stop is many miles away? So our range is saying 65 miles. We're going up a hill, starting to, so and I don't know what's on the other side of the hill. If I'm hoping it's down all the way going to Needles, but if it's not, we may have a little bit of a fuel issue here. There's a gas station coming up on the left-hand side, and according to Gas Buddies, the price, what was it?
Oh, it was like almost $10.
Yeah, like 9 something a gallon, which is a little crazy. So I hate to. We could get a couple gallons there, but I hate to make the stop over there. So I think we are going to try to make it to Needles, and you can wish us luck. I think we should be good at assuming we're not hill after hill after hill. We should be okay. We've got 63 miles range now, and it says that I think Needles is about 40 miles. So as long as it's not all uphill, we will cross our fingers, and hope I won't be on my bike with a gas tank.
All right, so here's the gas oasis right here, and it is about like $10, and we're driving right past it. So
For good or for bad, but
man, I hope we make it.
we are trying to keep our revs low, keep the speed down. We're only doing like 53 right now, but I think we will keep that, and we'll see how many miles we got left. The thing with the range things on the cars is most of the time they cut you off at about 50 miles and then just say low fuel. So anyway, hoping for the best.
All right, hopefully you catch us on the other side with a full tank of gas.
All right, so we made it to Needles, and we crossed the river. So it's $3.99 here. On the other side of the Colorado, which would be the California side, it is $6.99. So we prefer the $3.99 per gallon. And as you can see on our gauge now, we are down to fuel level low. So this worked out pretty well. We actually I think we've got probably a couple gallons still in the tank. So we will take that.
We are good.
All right, we've made it to the Grand Canyon. I must say, every time we've been here, and it's been, over 10 years, I think, since the last time, it's just a sense of awe when you get out here and you actually get your first glance. It looks so fake. It reminds us of the Disney
paintings and stuff.
Painting
Yeah.
stuff on the train ride at Disneyland, but pretty cool. A little bit cold today. It rained some last night. The rest of the week's supposed to be warmer, so today's the coolest day. So today we are doing the easy, just walk around the rim trail, I think.
Checking it all out.
Checking it all out and see the sights, but as you can see from the clouds, it is, I guess it still could rain, but according to the weather app, it's not supposed to be. But beautiful, beautiful at no matter if it's cloudy or sunny, but definitely looks very different depending on the light coming through. So, all right, so we are off to do the rim trail. All right, as we continue along the rim trail here, you can see that's actually the way going down into the canyon. You can see the zigzag little switchbacks. Maybe you can see on camera, it's actually hailing right now, just little teeny pieces of hail. So yeah, it's a little bit chillier than we expected. So we're going to be doing a pretty short run around today, I'm thinking, but it's actually sort of cool because there's hardly anybody out here, and that's always sort of neat too. All right, when they said no rain today, I guess we missed the memo on the hail aspect of things, so we're getting bombarded a little bit, but still pretty cool. This is the rim trail, which is handicap access or accessible, and goes around the rim. I'm not sure. Pam, do you know how far the rim trail goes? It's not super far, so oh, is it really? Okay, well we'll show the end of it when we get there, if we get that far. Yeah, it's there's people out here, even some in shorts, even though it's very cold. But at least we are prepared for the weather this time around, so that part is good. Well, the lack of precipitation was apparently grossly exaggerated. It is coming down. I don't know if this is icy rain. I guess it's hail because it's not really wet, but it's not keeping people from coming out. We still have quite a few people, even in shorts, hanging out here, but it is coming down quite nicely. But not much of a view today, so I think we will have to come back when we can see a little bit better. All right, so yesterday we did from the "You Are Here" sign, we went to the right, and it wasn't a super long hike, but it was a pretty cold and somewhat miserable day. That wasn't too bad, I guess. So this time we're going to the left, and we'll see how far we get on this. And then tomorrow our plan is to head down into the canyon, but we'll see sort of how successful we are with that. We wanted to get up a bit earlier in order to do that. And what a difference a day makes. So nice, pretty puffy clouds and pretty clear today. So anyway, we will head on out and see how far we can get. All right, more canyon shots. You gotta love this. Sure does look like a picture. So Pam was just mentioning she wants to compare our pictures from 10 years ago, and so she can tell how much erosion has changed the look of the canyon. I'm sure it's a significant amount in the past 10 years. So pretty fun. All right, we are off on our adventure of the Bright Angel Trail, which goes down into the canyon. And we're not sure how far we're going to get, but we will start out here and see how it goes. As we get down here a little ways, you'll be able to see the switchbacks, and up ahead it is a pretty narrow trail. It's amazing because the burrows will come down here, so you can see across the way where the switchbacks are going. But this is just the starting point of it, and theoretically, we plan to head on down that way. We'll see how far we get. There we go. I think. All right, haven't gone very far. A little bit of a rocky walk here, and already get to go through some pretty cool stuff. Where we've got a carve out in the rock to pass through, and then looks like a natural window in the rock too, which is pretty cool. This part of the trail is pretty nice and wide, so. And right now we're getting some nice shade. It's pretty cool today, actually. I think the high is supposed to be like 64, so this is about as good as it's going to get, I think, for a day to do this. All right, we've made it to hole in the rock number 2, it looks like. And Pam's being camera shy and running away. We are fortunate we went back and got our walking sticks. We got to the bus tram right when it was pulling away, and some people came up with walking sticks, and we're like, oh crud, we forgot ours. But fortunately we went back for them, because I think the steepness of things going down and just it being a little irregular, I would highly recommend doing the walking sticks on the trip. We got some horses too, huh?
Yeah, well, that's
Interesting. All right, we've made it to the 3-mile rest house, and there was water at the 1.5 mile, but not apparently at the 3 mile. But they do have restrooms here, and the debate is how much farther to go, as got to make it back up too.
Yeah, I'd rather get some pics of.
All right, so for better or worse, we decided to continue downward from rest stop 2, which was around mile 3, I think, something like that. So we did a little break and got feel a little more invigorated, but we'll see what happens when we turn around and head back up the other way. We were told there's some water as you go down a little further, and it's very pretty. So being that we're this far down and it's only a little after 12, we got a lot of time, so I figured we would hike on and see what we get ourselves into. We have made it to, what did they call this down here, Pam?
Indian Gardens, I think.
Indian Gardens. So this is, let's see, about 5.25 miles from the start of the Angel Trail. And there's actually a campground down here. And there's bathrooms and water, which I did not expect all that, I must say. So it's like a hike-in type campground, but very pleasant and cool. There's a little bit of a stream going, but I can't say that there's a lot of water coming through here. But it is sort of amazing because some of the canyon walls are wet, where the water is sort of trickling down. We are on end of April, so pretty nice out here. A little bit of bugs, not too many, but I can only imagine during the summertime this would get to be pretty buggy and probably extremely hot. So I think this is the time of the year to do this, and unfortunately we've got the 5.25 miles to hike back up, so that'll be great fun, but we've got lots of time, so we'll take it slow and easy. All right, and back we go, heading on. Something satisfying about knowing when you turn around that at least you're not going farther that you gotta hike back from. But we do have a bit of a hike and all uphill, so we'll see how that goes. Legs are a little tired from going downhill, so it sort of feels good to start going out for a change. Beautiful area. Pretty green down here. It really is entertaining to come down into the canyon because it looks very desolate and dry when you're up top. I was trying to see if you can see where the trail is. Can't really.
You can't really see it too well from here, but I imagine to get a little further along the river.
We'll be able to see where we got coming. All right.
We can get easy into the canyons in here, so it's hard to see things.
Yeah. Okay. So until then, we will focus on where I'm stepping rather than videoing for now. All right. One of our many rest stops on the way up. We're at about mile 8. So we went to, let's see if I can point. So we went to this clump of trees down there, which was the garden area, and very slowly made our way back. Pam is the energetic, what is it, the goats that go up the hills, I guess?
Yeah, the billy goats.
Billy goats or whatever they are, and I'm more the tortoise, but we are making our way up gradually. And actually, I must say the up is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because I was pretty ready to turn around well before where we did. So, but spectacular out here.
And it's also pretty nice right now because the sun is kind of going down a little bit. So we're getting some shady spots, and so it makes it kind of pleasant right now.
Yeah, we had a nice talk with like a volunteer ranger at the last true stop, where they had restrooms and water. A lot more resources out here than I thought. So you're really we brought way more water than we needed because we didn't realize we were going to be able to fill things up, which was all good, except it weighs a lot. So that is the downside. But anyway, we're making it, and a couple more miles to go. Almost there.
I love how they bounce. It's just so fun.
Yep,
Really
our
fun.
first deer on the trail. So we're going along a bike trail that I don't know how many miles it goes for, but it's just spectacular. And it looks like it was just repaved, and doing a lot of downhill right now. So I can imagine I won't be so happy coming back. But anyway, nice trail. Enjoying our day. We overdid it a little bit, I think, yesterday on our hike down into the canyon. So we decided to do the bikes instead of hiking today. And I don't know if you can still see the deer. They're a little concerned about us, which is a little surprising because I would think they would be used to people out here, but maybe not. Maybe they're coming from more away. Yeah, I think we scared them off. Pretty cute. All right, walking around the campsite, and we have some friends here. It seems like we have, I'm guessing these are probably the same elk, you think, every day that we're seeing. So maybe they more or less live in the campground. I don't know. But they've been here. We see them every day, basically, as we're walking by, so they don't seem to be terribly worried about people being about. They are pretty good size, though, so I don't think I'd want to get too close to them. But this is, what is this, Trailer Village campground that we are in?
Trailer Village. And look at this one elk over here. He's like in between the seat and the table.
Yeah, they know how to get there.
Actually, I think they should get paid. They're pretty good gardeners here.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, they're doing a good job.
I don't know. I don't see them eating the weeds, though. I just see them eating the good stuff, as it may be.
Yeah, hard to tell what's weeds and what's grass.
What's weed and what's grass? That's true. So circling around, it's actually a pretty good size campground. We are all the way down this this row at the end, which is, oh, what number are we? Like 112 or something like that. Somewhere around there. They've got a couple bathrooms here. That actually isn't the bathroom over there that you can see. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's something locked up. They do have a fairly nice bathroom, which is down in the distance. There you can see it under the trees, which is really nice inside, but pretty small. So there's in the guys' bathroom, there's only one stall. So we've been primarily using our restroom in the RV. All right, we will let these guys continue their gardening work. All right, this is the store at the village, and they have everything from souvenir type stuff and camping, backpacking stuff, and then it's a full-on grocery store. So they have, I mean, basically just like any type of grocery store with also your pharmaceutical stuff. They have a huge beverage section of wines and beers and all that kind of stuff, but pretty much a regular grocery store. And then on the far end, they have a deli as well. So you really could come here without having any food stocked up and be set. So pretty sweet. When we were here like 10 years ago, I remember thinking, wow, we don't have to worry about forgetting anything because they are pretty full up here. So pretty nice stop, and the prices on the food's fairly reasonable. It's not like a crazy type prices here. The other stuff, the things which are like, you know, Grand Canyon specialty stuff and all their hiking stuff and all that kind of stuff is pretty expensive, but for just the regular grocery items, high but not crazy. All right, finally getting some good views of the Colorado River. Get some white water going. And you can see one speck when we're all the way around here to the right as well. Right over there, pretty cool. Can't get enough of the views. All right, so we're doing a bike route. Basically, we're coming from this area here, and from here on out you can't drive. You can only take a tram or you can ride your bike. So we are riding our bikes, and we have gone out here and down here, and let's see, we did, which one is that? Is that we went by the Abyss, and we are right off the side of the road now, and we found a lunch spot. So great place if you're into bicycling at all. Just a fantastic road. There's no car traffic, so it's just the tour buses. Pretty easy up and downs, nothing too major. Most people are on e-bikes, but you can do it with a regular bike here too. And this is a little turnoff that we found where we're gonna have lunch with a nice canyon view. And we have our little table and lunch stuff ready to go. And the beauty of it is nobody is around. So we're all by ourselves. Oh, found somebody, found Pam. All right, but aside from Pam, there's nobody around here right now. So quite spectacular. So we're gonna enjoy some lunch that we put together, and then we will continue on to the end of this trail. All right, we rode our bikes out to the Hermit Trail, which is another way down into the canyon, which we will not be doing. I think one time down was enough, but it looks like there's about 3 different trails maybe going down into the canyon. And this one, I'm not sure if it's quite as steep going down, but they don't have any water stops or rest stops along the way. So Pam was just coming back from her 2-minute hike down probably to the bottom of the canyon.
I was actually just kind of curious down there to see what it looks like, and it looks like you're kind of going into the trees down there, so
yeah,
you may not get quite the view
Oh, that you would on the Bright Angel Trail.
So
The
it'll be a little bit different. The Bright Angel Trail has these amazing views all the way there, so which is super cool.
yeah, this one doesn't look like maybe it has quite as many of these switchbacks though.
I think there are some switchbacks.
Oh, I'm
but,
sure there are, but
yeah.
I wonder if it's a little longer but flatter, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah. Well,
But
this one we'll have to do the next time we're here.
next time we're here, maybe we'll give this one a try. There's also the one that's on the other far end. Do you know what that one's called? I'm blanking on it, but that I think is another way to go down. So we could try those. I do like the ones that have restrooms and water stations along the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe a nice volunteer to cheer you up as you're hoofing it down and back up.
Yeah, when we were coming back the other day, when we got to, it was the last mile and a half or whatever, there was a volunteer at the rest station who was a very nice guy and was telling us some stories and stuff. It was pretty cool. So, all right. So I think we are going to get back on our bike. So, and at this stop here, they've got sandwiches. They've got ice cream. I think we're going to pass because we have ice cream at our trailer, but they've got all sorts of goodies here. Did we? Well, maybe we are out of ice cream at this point. So, but anyway, all right, onward we go. All right, this is Hermit's Rest. This is sort of the end of the trail going out. Which direction is this? Going east? Is it east?
Actually, we're
I'm horrible with directions, so is it headed west? That'd be about right. Yeah, this place was built, I guess, by the railroads way back in the early 1900s, and they built it as a stop before going down to a camp at the bottom of the canyon. So pretty cool place. They have a food here. They also have restrooms, and most importantly, they have water coming out of the wall over here, which is from, I guess, springs. So some spring water, which we appreciate. Almost everywhere else, I was going to say it just got busy over here, so I'm guessing the bus just let out. But on the wall over here, they've got I guess spring water from this area where those people are filling up right now, and so we already did the fill up and use the restrooms. And we'll be ready to bike back down. All right, so we're coming up to Trailer Village, which is where we are staying at for the week. And it's pretty close to the market plaza and all that kind of good stuff. So you can walk to the market, which is just right to our left, and then down this road to the Trailer Village, and there's the bike path going across here too. So pretty convenient for walking or biking, and then they have the bus that comes to the Trailer Village as well. So the Blue Line bus will stop right at the Trailer Village, and you will see the bus stop here in a second on the left-hand side, right where the guy and his dog is. And I'm trying to think, we go straight or turn? I guess we go straight, huh?
Yeah, I think we go straight.
Go straight. So we already have our trailer in here, but we have not. Oh, it says, oh, that's that area. Do not enter. But we have not driven in since we brought our trailer here. So okay, so we are O, and at the very end here. actually got a very nice spot because it's extremely long, and we've got some trees right around us.
And we got friends hanging out by the campground.
We got an elk friend. Oh, there's one to the left, two to the left, three to the left, and two ahead of us. Oh, there's another one over there too. They do not seem to care much about cars, and we've seen the buses practically brush them out of the way. So, and we are sort of at the outskirts of it, and actually the bike trail
is right out here, which is actually really nice because we did go for a nice bike ride. I guess I should have gone that way. That's okay.
This way. I'll have to back in. So that's us right over there. And trying to think which is the best way to get in. And then the bike trail is off to the left of where we are right now. All right, good enough. Don't have to see my horrible parking jobs.
All right, we'll stop now.
All right, the fun part of dumping the tanks. Curiosity here, we've been RVing since 2010, and I don't know how old our hoses are, but the first dump I did, which was fortunately it was just the shower, not the toilet, but our hose started leaking all over the place. And as you may be able to see, there's a big slit in the hose. So I was like, well, that's unfortunate, a little weird, but this hose may be 16 years old, I don't know. So I put on a second hose that we had, and lo and behold, we had the exact same thing happen with another crack. So we're like, okay, is it something we've been putting different soap we're using or some chemical, but don't know what the scoop is on that. Fortunately, and I only carry two hoses with me, unfortunately a small town near here had some hoses, so we made it to an RV center and our little campground, and we got some new Chemco hoses, and we were blessed that they didn't charge us an arm and a leg for them too. But curious, I don't know if anybody out there has an idea about if there's a certain time frame as to how long hoses are good for, and I know the one may be very old, but I don't know about the second one. Those are Rhino hoses that we have. The new one is a Chemco, which is a little different design. It's more like a true slinky. The other one's sort of compressed together, and then you pull them apart. So anyway, glad it happened when we weren't doing the black tank dump. Maybe would have been probably a great video, but remind me of what was the RV movie with Robin Williams, but yeah, so don't want to go there. But anyway, if anybody has any ideas as to how often you need to change out hoses, or if they've had experience with certain soaps or something causing issues, let me know in the comments. All right, we are doing the, what is this called, Pam? The Collab Trail, something like that. And I don't think we're going to go too far down on this one because we're still stiff from a few days ago, but it does look like beautiful views here, and the scenery is a little different than the Bright Angel Trail. I was noticing the sort of the cutout areas of the rock here, which are really cool, so enjoying that. But we'll see how far we go. Hopefully we control ourselves and we don't go too far, or we will be feeling it. So, oh, there's a cave down under there, Pam. Look over there.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Very cool. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. We'll see how far we get here. All right, so we did a small portion of the, is it Kebab Trail?
Yes, it is the South
Kebab Trail. Okay, we may have misspoke earlier on that. So we just went about a mile down and a mile back up. But I think if we were to come back again, which we will, we'll probably plan on doing this one down to the valley. So it looks like great views and pretty fun trail going down. All right, we're leaving the Trailer Village campground at Grand Canyon. And let's see, Pam, what are your thoughts overall?
Oh, I really loved this campground. First of all, I love having all hookups, so that was really nice and everything worked really well. Our spot was nice and roomy. Some of the spots can be pretty uneven, but ours was fortunately not too bad off.
Yeah, I think, are they all pull-throughs?
They look like they're all pull-throughs, yeah. So pretty easy to get in and out. There's a shuttle that comes right to the campground, so for getting around in the park, it makes it pretty easy. You don't really have to, drive around. You can just hop on the shuttle.
There's the shuttle right there.
Yeah, and you can get going.
It comes it's either every 10 minutes or every 20 minutes,
depending on the time of day.
Yeah. And we enjoyed the elk in the campground. They're like all over the place, so that was pretty fun.
And they're pretty chill. They just like hanging out and nibbling on whatever little green stuff's still around at this point. And nobody wandered actually right into our campground. They, as far as our elk friends, they just wandered in sort of the areas around there.
All right. Yeah, so negatives would be some of them were pretty uneven. We saw some people that they really had many inches of leveling blocks on one side to try to level it out. Other would be restrooms are nice, but they've got, like, for the guys, they've got one stall for I don't know how many campsites. So
it's a lot of campsites.
Yeah. So if you don't like to use your toilet and you want to use the campsite one, you have quite a wait sometimes.
The ladies actually had 2 stalls, and everything was clean and nice. But you're right, you could potentially wind up waiting quite a bit in the morning if you didn't want to use your campsite.
Yep. And then let's see, what else would you say? No showers. So we are going 64. Well, let's wrap it up because we've got to figure out where we're going. All right. Overall, give it probably about 4 out of 5 stars, but pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Okay. Right. We did a side stop on the way home at Don Laughlin's Riverside RV Resort. And this is our spot that we're in, which is 139. And that's actually worked out very nicely. They've got full hookups, and you walk just down the street over here, and then there's a crossway, which is a casino. You can use the pool at the casino and had buffet and did all those kind of things. And I think, what was the cost here, Pam? Was it 43 or something like that with tax? Restrooms are right across from where we are. The restrooms are really nice. They're like inside the resort. It looks not so great from the outside, but inside really nice showers and just nice facilities. And I never had anybody come in while I was using the restroom, so it wasn't busy at all. But anyway, nice little stopover. We would definitely do this again. We did a back-end site. They have a lot of pull-throughs available. We didn't do the pull-through because it was much farther away from the casino area. So we're not gamblers and stuff to any great extent. I think we spent $20 gambling on the 5 and 25 cent video poker. But it's nice because it's air conditioned, obviously, and food and we went and saw a movie in there. We got the seniors discounts. It was like $7.50 for a movie, and so saw Project Hail Mary, which we would recommend. We read the books. All right, so we are heading home, and I think we got about 4 hours, something like that, to go. All right. Well, we are back. Truck put away, trailer tucked back in. Dogs were happy to see us, and we will call it a wraps until our next travel. Probably not going to do it for a while. Probably hang out this summer and then start things up in the late summer, beginning of fall, when things get a little less crazy, and we will enjoy the beautiful Southern California weather and do some beaches here and that kind of stuff in the meantime. All right, until our next adventure. Bye.